What's up, guys? Welcome to today's episode. I'm Jay.
I'm Nikki.
And today we are going to visit the penguins in Betty's Bay, also known as the African penguins.
Or the jackass penguins.
And why do they call it the jackass penguins?
It's because they sound like a donkey when they squawk.
When they squawk, the donkeys bray.
Yes.
So Betty's Bay is about an hour and a half's drive out of Cape Town. And there's a colony that you guys are going to visit with us. So come along and we will show you all the little nitty-gritty, small little things. And this one can't wait to see the penguins. And you can walk up very close to them, but you're not allowed to touch them for obvious reasons.
You can't touch them, you can't feed them, but you are allowed to get really, really close. So
yeah, and our luck is in, and it seems like it was a mating season, or it is a mating season, or breeding season. So there should be little chicks for us to take photos
little
of.
baby penguins.
So come along and we'll take you on the journey with us.
Hello, you don't even know my name, but I am happy you came by. No lessons learned, of course you're gonna leave as soon as you came across who I am not. This party sucks on my
We made a quick stop at a pop-up shop near this plot for some coffee and a few snacks. Looks like a few baboons also wandered in on the action.
feel this way before I got here.
We also saw what we thought was a hiking trail, but instead was a quick 5-minute path that led to a spectacular view of the bay and Table Mountain in the far distance.
Can I be somebody that's
So we took in the sights and enjoyed our coffee and continued on with our journey.
So this is Betty's Bay, the penguin colony. Let's just show you guys around. Pretty much there's a nice big bay for all the penguins to roam about, to do all their business during the day. And yeah, so I mean, you guys should really come here. By the way, Nikki, suggestions for people when they come here during summer, something that we completely forgot about.
Please remember sunscreen and some kind of summer hat or visor or baseball cap
or anything.
whatever, anything.
Just don't bring a scarf because you're going to die of heat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even the winters in South Africa can get really, really hot. So
Yeah, it can.
If you hear it's winter, don't rely on that weather forecast for the day. The sun is still deadly hot. So
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, it's fall today and the weather prediction was something like 18 degrees Celsius, but there's hardly a breeze here and it is still very hot, you know, and we both are in short sleeves.
short sleeve.
And
Penguins on
we
the way.
we are getting a few penguin visitors. Nikki wants to jump in there and give them a hug, but yeah, unfortunately, you know, as a tourist or even us locals, you know, you're not allowed to touch them, even
Or
the
disturb them
all
in
the
any way.
yeah, their habitat and their nests and whatnot. And I think the main reason for that is because, I mean, if they get scared, then obviously, you know, they'll just go away, and then none of us will have the pleasure to see them in their natural habitat.
Can we just please show them the hyraxes because they're
The hyrax?
absolutely adorable.
Of
They're
course.
hanging out on the rocks over there.
Yeah, let's go. The hyrax. The hyrax apparently is family of the elephant, isn't it? Can you see it? Can you spot it? There's two.
Two hyraxes, also known as dozens.
Right there. Can you see them?
3?
Oh, there's a whole family of them.
Yeah, a whole bunch of them.
I wonder if we can get closer. Will they run away?
Yep,
You think so?
yep.
You want to put it to the test?
No.
Come on, let's go.
But they're sunning themselves. I don't want to disturb them.
Well, give them some suntan lotion then.
Look at that belly. That's the life.
That's the life of a Dussie.
The Dussie life.
There's a whole family of them here. There's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And they're chowing on that bush.
Really.
Couple of places you can go to. Unfortunately, the boardwalk has been closed for maintenance, so there's a couple of other places you can walk. I mean, there's a whole long section at the back here where you can walk. You can walk all the way around there. Nikki and I have been down that way, and it's quite a trek. You don't have to have any climbing gear or anything like that. Just wear decent hiking shoes, because you know the shells can be a little bit sharp. Unfortunately, as I said, the boardwalk is closed for maintenance, so if you decide to come through here, maybe just give the guys a call, the nature reserve, and just to see. There's an entry fee, I'm not too sure what it is, to actually come along, and then there's possibly a few other penguins out this way also. I wouldn't know. We haven't been here before, the boardwalk specifically. But yeah, so definitely something to come back to again on another day. But I think the reason why it's closed for now is because it's sort of the off season. We're going into winter, and it is a bit cold on occasion. And I think because this boardwalk is made out of wood, I think the weather affects it. So yeah, so there might be rotten planks and things like that they are fixing. By the way, let me just give you some background info. Nikki, come here. I want to tell you something. This whole bay, many years ago in the early 1900s, was part of a whaling business or a whaling situation, where they actually brought the whales in that they caught out at sea, and then cut them up and process all the meat and and all that. Yeah, quite grim, but yeah, so they ended up closing that whole thing, and then the penguins moved in. So
out with the whales, in with the penguins.
Yeah, it's a much better trade-off. But you can still see there's an old jetty over here where they landed some of the boats and things like that. And there's also a lot of people reckons it's a lighthouse, but I think it was a lookout for some way back in the background. You can probably make it out there. But it was a lookout for when the whaling boats came in, so that the staff in this little harbour knew to get ready because there's a boat approaching. Yeah, interesting. So yeah, so as you can see, there's a few penguins basking in the sun on this side as well. And they're just chilling out. Nikki! Hey?
Penguins on the slipway.
On the slipway. Don't you want to go and give them a hug?
Yeah, they're so cute.
Oh.
They've also got a plaque here where they've got old photos of what the slipway used to look like during when they did whaling and all that stuff. But now they're replaced with adorable penguins.
Yay for penguins. So yeah, this is a marine protected area. There's no swimming allowed. So yeah, please, no swimming, no approaching the penguins, don't climb on their rocks. It's their natural habitat. Imagine you sitting and watching TV and then suddenly the whole gang of tourists walks into your lounge. You don't want that.
Also, guys, if you do get peckish, there is a restaurant here. There is a restaurant here called On the Edge.
So it's literally, I would say, about 50 meters from this little bay. Let's just see if we can capture that for you. Angle is a bit bad, but yeah, it's right there in the dark shade silhouette.
Come here, let me take a picture.
Guys, she's coming. She's gonna take a picture. What are we gonna do?
Oh, no penguin hugs! It was an absolutely stunning day to enjoy the penguins and all their antics. Unfortunately, we didn't see many chicks, as most of them seemed to be all grown up and teenagers already, but they were absolutely adorable nonetheless. I highly recommended to go visit them.
As the sun was setting, we drove back home and soaked in the stunning views of the crashing waves and majestic mountains. Please comment below if there's any spots that you would like to see us visit. And with that, it's time to find our next adventure.
Thank you so much for joining us. We hope to see you again in our next video. And remember, guys,
Life's too short to be boring.
so go out and have an adventure.